What's going on, people? TroopzTV back again. Well, man's back again in London town. You get me? Obviously, you lot see the reaction earlier. Mikel Arteta has rejoined the club as our new head coach. Welcome back, Arteta. Mixed emotions for me, you get me, because he wasn't the first choice. I don't blame him at all. Nothing against Arteta, you get me, just the predicament that we're in at the moment. But the board have chose to gone for him, and I hope this is the risk that pays off. And I hope that he can bring from Guardiola some of that magic and bring that down the M6 with him back to the Arsenal, you get me? Because I'm looking forward to it now, like seeing his comments and what he said, you get me? Let's get straight into it. Let's see what he said. So obviously he's come out and he has said, "This is a huge honour. Arsenal is one of the biggest clubs in the world. We need to be competing for top trophies in the game, and that's been made very clear to me in my discussions with Stan and Josh Kroenke and the senior people from the club. We all know there is a lot of work to be done to achieve that, but I am confident we'll do it. I'm realistic enough to know it won't happen overnight, but the current squad has plenty of talent, and there is a great pipeline of young players coming through from the academy." Now, his coaching team will be announced as soon as possible. That's what they've said on Arsenal. I'm reading off Arsenal.com. And another one of his quotes that he said was, "My first task will be to get to know the players better and get them playing the kind of fast-flowing, attacking football that Arsenal supporters around the world want to see." So obviously, Arteta does know the thing. You understand, he was a player for us. He was a captain for us. He made 150 appearances for the club, 131 starts, got 16 goals, 8 assists and 2 FA Cups. And they put in his passing accuracy as well, which was 91.5%. And I never knew it was actually that good, blood. We could do even right now, you get me, with the passing accuracy there. But obviously, the Kroenkes have commented. Josh has come out and commented. And on behalf of the Arsenal board and the owners, Kroenke Sports, Josh has said, "We're delighted to be bringing Mikel back to Arsenal. He knows our expectations and those of our fans around the world are high, and we are confident he can play a lead role in taking the club back to levels we all demand. I also want to thank Freddie for skillfully guiding us through the last 3 weeks. He stepped up at short notice and helped us through this difficult period with great professionalism." Now, obviously, big up Freddie, you get me. You understand? He got put in the fire, you get me, and there's nothing he could really do. There was no reaction from the players, so a decision had to be made, and they have made the decision. Another comment from Josh is that he said Mikel was the outstanding candidate and showed a burning desire to get Arsenal back to winning ways. So we heard about this shortlist, this 16-man shortlist, and it's looking like he was top of that shortlist. Now, Raul has also commented, and he has said, "We met several top-class candidates, and Mikel stood out to every single one of us as the perfect person for us. Mikel understands Arsenal Football Club and what it means to our fans around the world. We look forward to him getting down to work and bringing the best out of our squad as we work to get our season back on track. I must also pay tribute to Freddie for his work and leadership together with Per Mertesacker," because obviously Per came in as number 2. "He has done a vital job for us in difficult circumstances. Freddie and Per are important parts of the Arsenal family and care deeply for this club." Now, obviously, I agree with that still, because obviously, you understand, you see when Mertesacker had his madness with Ozil, when Ozil tried to do a bad man thing and try to walk off and try to disrespect the away end, Mertesacker dragged his clerk to the away end and said, "Yo, go pay homage," you get me? So, you understand, we know Freddie already, you get me? We know Freddie, innit? We know how the burning desire he has for the club is the same as me and everyone around the world, every Arsenal fan. So, yeah, get me? We're going to have to back him, you get me? I wish him all the best. Like I said at the start of the video, I hope he brings some of that Pep magic, because, you get me, we need it, bro. You understand? He's been around Pep for, 2.5 years, coming up nearly 3 years. So he's learned a lot, you get me? Hopefully he's took that all on board and he can bring it down, because You get me? This is going to go either one or one way. It's going to be amazing or it's going to be peak. And me, I want it to be amazing because I want Arsenal to be back, the Arsenal. I want us to be back competing. You understand? His first job for me is to sort out the defence. You understand? Because the defence is absolutely all over the place. We do not look like we can, you understand, get a clean sheet anywhere, blood. You understand? Even against fucking Watford if we played them now. No disrespect to Watford, but they're bottom of the league, fam. You get me? They would probably get 2. You understand? The way we are now, it looks like we need to score 3 to win the game. You get me? And if we play top level opposition, we got to score, you get me, 6 to win the game. Because when we played Liverpool, even though it was their kids, you understand? We was 5-5 and we fucking lost, blood. You get me? But Arteta has been put in. And like I said, he wasn't my first choice. But I'm going to back him all the way. You get me? I'm going to back him all the way. Now, the thing about it is he will not be in charge for the game at Everton tomorrow, Goodison Park, 12:30 kickoff, I believe. Let's talk a bit about the Everton game. Now, obviously, Everton, since they put Big Dunk in, they've done pretty well, you get me? Obviously, they beat Chelsea at home 3-1 in his first game, and then they went away to United last week and got a 1-1 draw. And this week they drew 2-2 with Leicester, but then they went out on penalties 4-2 in the Carling Cup quarter-final at home. So you understand, you're gonna expect a reaction coming out of them, and the way Ferguson, you get me, it's looking like Ancelotti is gonna be the Everton manager, and I think this will be Ferguson's last game. I'm not sure if Ancelotti will be in charge, but this is going to be a tough game, you get me? Our last, I think out of the last 4 trips to Everton, we have lost 3 and won 1. We lost 2-1, and then we beat them 5-2, I think it was, and then we lost 1-0, and then we lost 1-0 again last year. So we know it's going to be a difficult game. Obviously, they've got the likes of Walcott there, Iwobi's there, Richarlison will be a big threat, Sigurdsson, you understand? Yeah, it's going to be a tough game, blood. You get me? It's never an easy game going to Merseyside. Everton currently sits 16th in the league with 18 points. We're currently 10th with 22. So we are in the top half of the table, just about, because we're literally level on points with Newcastle, but we got a better goal difference. They're on -7, we're on -3. You get me? But we are 7 points behind Chelsea, and obviously Chelsea do play Tottenham this weekend. So you expect points to be dropped there. So whether or not Chelsea were playing Tottenham this weekend, this is a must-win for us if we want to get back into the race for top 4. Because obviously Chelsea have been kind of faltering in past weeks. Tottenham, they kind of kicked on since they got Mourinho still, I'm not going to lie. You get me? United have kind of hit form as well. Since the Derby win, they kind of hit form as well. They're up into 6th. So we're going to need to win this game, you get me? I'm just looking at the injury news because I think Kolasinac's going to miss the game. I think Kolasinac's out. Ozil, I don't know what's going on with Ozil, you get me? Is he going to play? Who knows? But you understand? Like I think we got no left backs available because obviously Tierney's out till March, and I think Kolasinac's out now as well. Bellerin, I think, still injured as well, so Bellerin's out. Socrates is suspended for the game. Yeah, it's looking a bit mad still. I think Xhaka's in contention after his concussion. But apparently he wants to leave. Apparently Aubameyang wants to leave. Apparently Laka wants to leave. Who knows, bro? You get me? Who actually knows the truth? The media could just be putting in all this shit. Xhaka, I believe he does want to leave because obviously you get me, the incident when he told the man them to fuck off and we reacted wrongly, but you get me, heat at the moment and whatnot. But I still stand by what I said, where I believe that he shouldn't be in the team or even in the club, and I would agree if he was sold. But you get me, he's the only one I really believe that wants to leave the club. I don't know about Abba and Laka, you get me. I'm not too sure about them man wanting to leave. Obviously, Willie, he commented on an A.F.C. post and said that if you get Arteta, it's just like just having Freddie, no experience, which is true, but you get me. Willie's opinion is not the same as Abba's, you get me. It's not like he's come out and said, oh, Abba doesn't agree with this, Abba's not happy with Arteta being put in. When Arteta comes in, Abama Blood Clark Young is going to come, he's going to turn into Abama Blood Clark Young, you understand? Because Another thing that Arteta said in past year, a few years ago when he was talking about becoming a manager and getting into the managerial thing, is that he said basically if you don't work, you're not playing, blood. You get me? So if Aubameyang wants to play in this team and continue wearing that captain's armband, which is an absolute fucking privilege, you understand this? He has the biggest privilege in the world right now. You're leading out Arsenal Football Club week in, week out, you understand? That's a big privilege, you get me? You look at the likes of the captains we've had in past years, you get me? Might have been a while ago, but you get me? Man like Vieira, man like Adams, you get me? Even Henry, you understand? These are some real bad man players, you get me? Henry wasn't really a captain, but he was a top player, you understand? So, you get me? Let's get into my lineup for this game. Obviously, like I said, there's a few injuries, suspensions as well. So, yeah, in goal, we're going to put Leno, you understand? Without Leno against City, it would have been about 7-8-0, blood. Let's be real, you understand? They were all over, man, like a rash, fam, you get me? It was peak, fam, you understand? Man needed E45, all of that, blood. It was peachy. But, yeah, we're going to go with Bernd Leno in goal. Right back, we're going to have to go with Ainsley Maitland-Niles. Didn't really have the best game against City, let's be real. No one really did anyway, but apart from Martinelli, to be honest, blood, and Leno. So we're going to go with Ainsley Maitland-Niles as the right back. Socrates is suspended, so we're going to have to go with the madman David Luiz, and I'm going to put Callum Chambers with him. Left back, it's looking mad, fam, because it's looking like we're going to have to put Saka in, you get me? Because who the fuck else we're going to put in? I don't think Medley's going to go in, you get me? So we're going to go with Bukayo Saka. I wish you all the best, bro, you get me? Good luck. The midfield two, you already know, with me and Xhaka, so I'm going to go with Guendouzi and Torreira, and then I'm going to put Willock in front because obviously some bias still in here. Ozil, I don't know about you, bro, you get me? I'm going to put you on the bench for this one. And then I'm going to go with a front three of my blood clot Young down the middle, Pepe on the right, and Martinelli on the left. I'm going to put Laka on the bench again, sorry, bro, but I think that front three, you get me? We're going to have to see what this front three is saying, you understand? I think when Arteta comes in, he can see if he can work you in, you get me? But right now, we're going to have to put you on the bench and go with Pepe, my blood clot Young, and Martinelli. So yeah, that's my preview. That's my thoughts on Arteta, you understand? Welcome to the club. Welcome back again, Arteta, you understand? Wish you all the best, bro. You get me? Hopefully you can bring joy and success back to this great club, because it's been fucking stress for about fucking 15 years, to be honest, fam, you understand? So it would be good if my club could actually come back again, you understand? But we move on to Everton tomorrow. You lot already know. Match reaction will be out after the game, and then, you get me? Let's see how the match reaction is going to go. But subscribe to TroopzTV. I'm out.